This morning, socialists in the Sunshine State cheering as their Senate candidate wins a major upset against a Schumer-backed former Soviet Jewish refugee who outspent her by a nearly 17-to-1 margin. Our next guest, a lifelong Democrat who served under Bill Clinton, warning his party the DSA is an anti-American hate group, and he's petitioning Democrat leaders to condemn and oppose candidates like these. Jamie Metzl joins us now. It's so great to see you this morning, Jamie. Thank you for joining us. So, for a while there, we were told that these DSA candidates were only going to play in deep blue areas, but now we've seen in swing states like Michigan and Wisconsin, and now in a pretty red state like Florida, where Angie Nixon actually pulled off a win.
Yeah, so the state may be red, but the Democratic primary voters are not red. And in my view, this is extremely dangerous, not just for the Democratic Party, but for our country. Our country is the beneficiary of are we on live? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, go ahead. No,
okay, I'm sorry.
Continue your point.
Our country is the beneficiary of having a strong two-party system, and that means we need two patriotic parties fighting to make America a better place for everybody. And if the Democratic Party is veering to the far left with these unelectable DSA candidates, even if a majority of the small number of primary voters choose them, I think it's going to be bad for the party and bad for the country. And we see there are extremists on both sides of the political spectrum, but the January 6 Republicans have lost their primaries, and the October 7 Democrats, in many cases, are winning there. So it's, in my view, it's very bad news.
Well, and I think you make such a profound and important point there, because I'm more on the conservative side of things, but I desperately want a healthy, vibrant, sane Democrat Party. And as you point out, a lot of these candidates are not delivering there. In the case of Angie Nixon in Florida, so she managed to topple the more centrist, the more establishment candidate. How's this going to look in November?
I think Angie Nixon has basically no chance of winning the Senate race in November. And so the Democratic Party had a very strong centrist candidate in Alex Vindman. He's a military veteran, a refugee, a very courageous former White House official, someone who I know and deeply admire, who could have run very, very strongly in a still, it's leaning Republican, but still in some ways a swing state like Florida. And now we have Angie Nixon, who is a far left, unelectable, fringe extremist candidate who has no chance in November. And if we're electing these kinds of extremist candidates, this is great news for President Trump, but I think it's bad news for American democracy, because we benefit by, again, as I said, having two strong, patriotic, common sense American parties, and then we can have the exchange of ideas and let the best and most popular ideas emerge.
Real quickly, what do you think Democrat voters who share your views on this in places like Michigan and Florida, what are they going to do in November when they're faced with the choice between a Republican and a socialist?
Well, I'm getting a lot of messages from friends in different places in Michigan and Florida who are saying, I just will not vote for these fringe candidates. So maybe they'll vote Republican, maybe they won't vote. And I think that's really unfortunate, because our country, we have great challenges at home and abroad. And, there are challenges coming from the left and coming from the right. But the majority of Americans are common sense centrists who think that we need to come together like we've done in the past to solve problems in spite of our differences. And that's where our politics needs to be.
Jamie Metzl, thank you so much.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.